The Leopold maneuvers are used to palpate the gravid uterus systematically. This method of abdominal palpation is of low cost, easy to perform, and non-invasive. It is used to determine the position, presentation, and engagement of the fetus in utero. This activity describes the 4 Leopold maneuvers and explains the method of systematic abdominal palpation used to assess fetal presentation and position in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy. The aim of Leopold maneuvers is to determine the fetal presentation and position by systematically palpating the gravid abdomen.
Good morning, nurse.
Nandutag, ma'am. Sugod lang, ma'am. Likod lang sa dira, ma'am. And, dali na lang jud, ma'am, magsugod na ta. So, let's just assume that na nanghugas na ko sa akong kamot and provide privacy of my patient. And let's just also assume nga nangihi na siya. So, ma'am, magsugod na ta. Pwede na ka mahigda, ma'am?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So after that is I'll be using both of my palm hands to palpate during the demonstration. First maneuver is a fundal grip. Using both hands, feel for the petal part laying in the fundus. The superior surface of the fundus is palpated to determine consistency, shape, and mobility. So the first maneuver is this one.
The first maneuver, also called the fundal grip, assesses the uterine fundus to determine its height and which fetal pole that is, cephalic or podalic, occupies the fundus.
Second maneuver is umbilical grip. Second maneuver is both sides of the uterus are palpated to determine the direction of the fetal back is facing. Use both hands to palpate.
The second maneuver, sometimes called the umbilical grip, involves palpation of the lateral uterine surfaces. It allows establishing if the fetus is in a longitudinal, transverse, or oblique situation, and to determine the position of the back and small parts.
Third maneuver, or Paulick's grip, is this step is to determine the part of the fetus and the inlet and its mobility.
The third maneuver was modified by Carl Paulick as a Czech gynecologist and obstetrician, and is referred to as the Paulick grips. This maneuver aids in the confirmation of fetal presentation. The Paulick grip, sometimes called the first pelvic grip, helps to define which presentation part of the fetus is situated in the hypogastrium.
The fourth maneuver, or a pelvic grip, is facing the put part of the patient. So this step is to determine the fetal altitude and degree of fetal extension into the pelvis.
This maneuver identifies which presenting part is in the lower uterine pole to perceive how much of the cephalic extremity, which we recognize to be at the lower pole, descends into the birth canal.
One is to wipe kung asa ka dapit nagpalpate. And that's all.
Thank you, kaayo, nurse.